Welcome back. Today we're going to be discussing the ReyLight Pineapple Mini, and this is the Stonewashed Titanium variant. It comes in a few others, and we'll get into that momentarily. I have to say that I'm an idiot. This isn't the first time I've noticed that, but because of my inability to realize that you could buy it from other places other than ReyLight directly, it took me a little longer to get this flashlight than it should have. I sat there and watched Instagram posts and tried to get on his website rapidly after the Instagram post, only to find it sold out every time. But thanks to search engines, I was able to realize that one of my favorite retailers, Killzone Flashlights, has it readily available, and I'll have an affiliate link down below to a few options on their website and a few options off of Amazon. Feel free to click on those, and if you do, I appreciate it, because if you order through there, I will end up getting a few dollars back off your order, so thank you very much. It's simple. It's very much reminiscent of a frag grenade design to me, kind of the way it's cut out and milled. But it feels great in the hand, solid purchase, very solid form factor, a little bit bigger than the battery size, a little bit big compared to some of the other flashlights in this realm, but it's still a lovely flashlight. And I absolutely love Stonewashed Titanium. I'm a sucker for it. I'll buy them every time, regardless of if it's a flashlight or a knife or whatever. This flashlight runs on both AAA and 10440 batteries with a maximum output of 90 and 240 lumens respectively. And it also is coming in at very high CRI, beautiful warm 4500 Kelvin thanks to an Achia 219B emitter. Though the output versus cost doesn't necessarily put it at the top of this category, I will say the light is beautiful and the output is absolutely respectable, so I wouldn't discredit it as being a solid contender. The cost itself is $59.99 off of Killzone Flashlights before my 10% coupon code, and that's for the Stonewashed Titanium. With that coupon code, it ends up running you, let me see here, $53.99 plus taxes and shipping. There's also aluminum variants on there, which you could get for $33.75 plus taxes and shipping with my coupon code. You could also get the brass version. They don't have it, it's sold out on Killzone Flashlights right now, but you can get it on Amazon, and I'll have affiliate link to that down below as well. And I'm also including a link in the description to 2-bay X-Star charger in case you don't have one for lithium-ion batteries, and any other rechargeable batteries for that matter. Within reason. The flashlight itself comes in at about 89 millimeters in length, including the switch, and the diameter of this flashlight's about 15 millimeters. The weight without battery is 32 grams, and if you throw the 10440 battery in it, it comes in at just over 41 grams. It's got a collar style deep carry clip, and some people don't like the collar style, they prefer the press on. I could go either way, but someone brought up a good point about how it is harder to have it fall off or pop off if it's the collar style. And I'll also say it's a very deep carry to where it almost completely disappears in your pocket and you barely even notice it's there anymore while still being very solidly clipped on. It has a reverse clicky tail switch, which means the light doesn't actually turn on right as the button clicks. The button clicks just before the light turns on, and the tail switch also activates a little bit more of an advanced UI compared to some of the other flashlights in this category. Because of that, I'd put it at a little bit above an entry-level flashlight, a little bit into the intermediate owner category or enthusiast category, but nothing crazy. If you go on ReyLight's website, there's a beautiful rundown of actually how the UI works and how you could select through all these different modes and memory modes and different options on those different modes. It's actually really cool. I also am going to end up comparing that to the Olight i3T, the Manker EO2 Mark II, and the UltraTac K18. All of these are going to have a 10440 battery inside. I just want to get a little bit of a comparison of what the output of light looks like and help you decide which flashlight fits you best. It's a little harder to find the K18 and the Manker EO2 nowadays, but I'm sure if you look hard enough you could find it, and there's probably some other options out there too. If I end up getting my hands on those, I'll probably have another 10440 light fight before too much longer. All right, I just want to quickly compare those four flashlights and their output. We're going to start with the i3T. This is low. It doesn't really show up on the monitor at all, and we're going to switch to high, and you start to see it. The camera settings are going to stay the same. We're at f4 1/60th of a second at ISO 500. We're about 10 feet away from a 4.5 foot wide matte black backdrop. Next on our list is the UltraTac K18. This flashlight has a few more modes than just low and high, so we're going to start at the lowest mode and end up clicking through all the different options that we've got here, and we still can barely start to see it on the monitor. Now on high you could definitely start to see it. I'd say the i3T is definitely brighter, but it's not too far off. Okay, next on our list we're going to do the Manker EO2 Mark II. This one's definitely more of a flood, but we're going to see how this ends up looking as well. This also has a few modes that's going to ramp up through, so we're going to do that right now. And it's got this cool thing where it's got a whole bunch of different medium 1, medium 2, low 1, low 2. So we're just going to let it see if I can't ramp it up all the way through it. This is the moonlight mode. It's got 4 different moonlights. You can't see it at all. That's the turbo and high. It's another one that's got a nice warm luminous SST20 4000 Kelvin high CRI output, but it's definitely more of a floodlight. That being said, it's also a right angle light, and it's got a bad magnet on the bottom, so if that's something that's appealing, so you could have a little bit more of a hands-free while you're working on whatever you're working on and you need the flashlight, the Manker is definitely a great choice. The last but not least is going to be the Pineapple Mini. This also has a few different modes we could click through. I believe there's moonlight, low, medium, and high. So we're in moonlight right now. I can't see it at all. That's low, up, medium, and there's high, up. The reverse switch is a little interesting to click through if you're not careful. And you can't really see, you can start to see high coming in on there. It's definitely, again, not the highest output, but it is very clean, very nice 4500 Kelvin light, so it is very color accurate, high CRI, so again, it's a nice choice. Again, not the highest output for this 10440 AAA realm, but it is beautiful light and a great flashlight still. While the price versus output doesn't necessarily make the Pineapple Mini the best contender in the 10440 AAA category, I will say if you're more of an enthusiast than just the average flashlight owner, this flashlight definitely belongs in your collection, and it's very nice, well made, a beautiful light output, and it's not ridiculously priced for what you're getting, especially for the metal choices. And if you want, there's even Damascus versions and all sorts of other crazy variants, so you could spend a little bit more than the titanium version. And you also have that aluminum option. So all in all, I'd recommend it.